How's it going, guys? It's Charles with West USA Realty, and I have a special guest here. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Tyler Yates with Yates Buick GMC.
Awesome. And as you know, I bring this show to you guys, the Goodyear Real Estate News, just to go over Goodyear and the surrounding areas with great businesses and good people, and just so you guys can get to know the community and things to do around here. And today I'm here at this beautiful car dealership. You'll take us on the tour later, right?
Yes, I will. Yes,
awesome.
I will.
Take a look at it. And I just want to get to know you as a person first, just so these people that are watching and they're thinking about moving in the Goodyear area or who already live here, just tell us about how long you've been here and what you do.
Okay, well, my father started the dealership 31 years ago, right down the street. And if you're familiar with Agua Fria High School, it was right behind Agua Fria High School.
Okay.
So we didn't go too far. Now we're right down the street here. He needed a little bit of room to expand about 17, 18 years ago.
Yeah.
And so that's what brings us here today to this spot.
That's cool. So where are your cross streets here? And we'll throw the address up so they'll see it.
Excellent. Our cross streets are Litchfield Road and Test Drive.
Awesome.
Right off the I-10, just a little bit south, like 1 block south.
Cool. So I personally, I've been here before with my brother-in-law.
Correct.
My wife, we got her car.
Yes.
People who've been following me, I'm sure you've seen the Facebook post a year ago.
Yes.
So it's definitely I can give you a personal testimony about how good you guys are. What is your number one thing that people come in for when it comes to purchasing a car?
Well, why do they come in to see us, or what do they come to see, or
like what's that thing that, hey, I'm coming to Yates for this?
Okay, I believe people. My father has done an outstanding job throughout his 31 years being in the West Valley. Kind of a first entrepreneur in the West Valley. Really, it was him, farmers, and some early construction when this thing first started. It wasn't quite the streets we see now. So we could go a lot faster down these roads before. But I'll tell you, yeah, exactly. There was no test drive back then. But I think what really brings people to his dealership in particular is the way that they're treated. Not to mention the massive amount of things he personally does for the community. He's a guy that, and I believe the same, obviously following his footsteps, that the community is who you have to take care of.
Yeah.
If you're going to live in a community, you want to take care of the community. You want to do what you can when you can for your fellow man, fellow woman, whatever it might be.
Very nice, my man. Okay, cool, awesome. So, as far as the cars, I know you guys have a lot, and what's your favorite car to drive here?
My personal favorite car would probably be something bigger. I love the Sierra truck line, the new ones. Okay. I like the Yukon Denali's. Yeah. I like the big trucks. Maybe it's because I was born and raised in the West Valley, used to seeing big vehicles in Arizona. So I really do. Those are my personal favorites.
Okay, cool. And I've seen a couple of your posts. And you're always looking at those big trucks.
I do. I like those.
How do they follow you personally? Because I know you do a lot of social media too.
I do as well. Well, there's a couple ways. I do the Instagram deal at Red Yates. I also do Tyler Yates off of the Facebook as well. And then Yates Buick GMC at Yates Buick GMC, as well as Twitter handles is cool. The same. So we do both, and we link it back and forth. Very nice. Have a lot of fun with it.
You can catch Tyler at the auction,
yes,
getting the best deal on the
yes,
cars, things like that.
Attempting to, yes.
Cool. All right then. Well, we're gonna go take a look at some of these cars, and he's gonna give us a tour of the dealership, as not even just the sexy cars out front, but also
Correct.
the service department, right?
Yes.
Because you guys take care of them too, right?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So we'll go ahead and take a look before we go on our trip. Is there anything you want to say?
No, just I would really like it if you do have any interest in cars, or if you think it's even a silly question about a car, feel free to contact me. This is what I do. This is my profession. I am your car guy, so let me know.
Very nice. All right, guys, let's go take a walk.
Okay. I'll take you over to the new car side too, so you can get the footage of our prized, our prized deal there. Excellent. So right now, we're headed into the main drive shop. In the main shop, we do everything that is everything from brakes to major repairs to transmission overhauls. We do pretty much anything you can think of that a car service dealership could do. I've got everything from guys with a couple years experience, mostly those guys are in the quick lube area, to guys with 20 years experience in here. They're called, I've got Master Techs, and I've also got one World Tech. I'm not sure what that exactly always means, but you know, I think he might be able to work around the world. I'm not sure, but the point of it is that he's got a ton of experience. In here, we got probably 100 years of experience just from this building alone. So it's pretty impressive. He's one of our Master Techs, Marcelo. Gets a little warm in the summer. It's not too bad though with these canopies up here, and we got some swamp cooling going on. Right now is about lunch hour, but these guys slow down for about an hour and then they'll kick back up. Keith's another guy that has Master Tech under his belt. Scott's got world, whatever that means. Like I said, I'm not sure, but Ed, that's the head of our service department right there. Ed Trueblood. He's always doing something to help us. Good. I'll talk to you more about that in a minute. As well, this over here is our quick lube area. And in our quick lube area, we just do the simple services. Everything from, this is pretty cool actually. This deal is a infrared to line you up. So when you come in and you go, well, how do they figure out how to do an alignment? This will actually tell you. It's a pretty neat device. They just drive on, they put those on the wheels, and they line it up, and then they can tell how off you are in your alignment and that sort of thing. It's pretty neat. It's a pretty neat machine actually. So these guys are doing your typical oil changes, tire rotations, that sort of thing. This is kind of where you start and you aspire to get to the other side, essentially. How we doing? Good. Angel's good. He's been doing it a long time. This is our tent area right over here. So Antonio is usually here. He's been here for a very long time with us, and he's a real artist. We don't have a tent cutting machine like most places. Antonio throws the tent and hand cuts it on this piece of glass right back here. So he'll literally throw a piece of tent in its entirety, cut it all out, and then put it on the car. It's actually quite an art. A lot of guys have gone to tent cutting machines. It takes a little bit of the fun out of it, but it is similar. Back here we've got our paint booth. We're just always reconning cars, fixing up cars. We want them to look as nice as possible when they hit the lot. I do a lot to make sure my cars are the nicest they can be. I don't buy cars with bad Carfaxes or bad auto checks. I try really hard not to. Every great once in a while, after I buy them, it'll show up on one, and I really try never to get one, but you know, it does very, very seldomly happen. And yeah, you can take a look back here. Yeah, he's just painting. This is Psych. Disregard the U of A shirt. I'm an ASU guy myself, but we'll overlook that this now. And Psych's always back here painting. They put this booth up. It's got the proper ventilation, the EPA certification. It's nice. Thank you, Psych. Psych's really good at what he does. Painting cars seems easy, but it is a real art as well. It is not easy. This is Dave back here, who's got a half of a granola bar in his hand. We don't ever let him break for lunch. That's why he's got to eat on the run. He's not allowed any extra time. So what Dave does back here is he gets all of our cars ready for the lot, whether it be a new car. So people don't realize when a new car comes off a truck, it has to get inspected still. It just doesn't go out there and get sold. So when a new car comes off a truck, Dave inspects it. Dave makes sure it is what it's supposed to be. And then, you know, sometimes the tires won't even be on. He'll put the tires on or the caps on or whatever it may take and put the car, make it look good. Sometimes they're wrapped in a giant, I don't know how else to say it, but a giant, like that plastic wrap all the way around. So they plastic wrap them all the way around. So he pulls it off, unwrap the seats, get it nice, try not to cut the seats, that sort of thing. Now back here, we also recall pre-owned cars. So if somebody has a used car, or if we just bought a used car, took one in on trade, we get them ready before they hit the lot as well. This is our newest purchase back here, a little Stingray. that we just got. We're going to kind of look it over, maybe get it dressed up a little bit. That's Mike Yates, the owner and operator, for the last 31 years. And like I said, I'm just lucky enough to get a job here, you know. So we'll go back here. This is our Auto Butler machine. We now use a different product besides Auto Butler. Same principles apply. You put on an outer coating on the car. It goes through a process. Just keeps your car looking good. It's like that old-fashioned wax, that hand wax, except for you get to do it in a few minutes and you don't have to do it in your driveway and spend an hour, so it's a little nicer. Back here, we'll just keep cars before they go to the main lot. I don't like to show a car until it's as pretty as it could be. So we keep them back here until we get them all ready the way we want them, and then we take them out front. And back here, you've got your simple detail stations, that sort of thing. We do have our own car wash. Charles, you can feel free to take advantage of that anytime. We've got our own car wash back here. And I guess somebody might be working out back here. I don't know what this is. But normally this is just for detail station, that sort of thing. So we always have a couple hundred new cars, approximately, I mean, give or take. But we have a couple hundred new cars. They start up front and they go all the way to the back. And then they go all the way to the back wall back there as well. We've got everything that, well, I mean, we try to keep as much as a mix as we can, obviously. Every once in a while, I don't think it matters how many cars you have and how many different sets of mixes you have. There'll always be one that somebody's looking for that I don't have, but for the most part, I've got everything. We have a huge fleet commercial department, which I probably should mention due to the fact that they're the biggest GMC fleet commercial division in the Southwest. Chevy is very heavily involved in that, but as far as GMC, we're the biggest representative for commercial fleet usage. So we love to help businesses, we love to help farms. Obviously there's a lot of farmers out here, construction, we do all that. HVAC, we can get your trucks for you, we can get all that for you. It's pretty simple. Back here, as you see the writing on the windows, these are all the cars we've taken in on trade and are either gonna get reconditioned to be put on the lot, or they're gonna go to the auto auction depending on how nice they are. And then we just have to wait because some of them, you know, because we have to make sure their deals are all the way approved, that sort of thing, and then we'll get them reconditioned and sell them. So when you see all these with writing on them, those are in the process waiting, and they have codes that mean things to me, so I know where they're at in the process. Yeah, it's pretty simple, but yeah, it's like, you know, is it clear? Is it not clear? Is it ready to rock? Is it a nice enough car to sell on the lot, or does it need to go to auction because it just can't make it through inspection? So we got all this. And then in the very back, they drop off my newest cars. And we get them reconditioned. And I should say reconditioned, PDI'd, so it's just pre-delivery inspection is what that stands for. And so they just inspect the car and check it out and make sure that the new car is what it was supposed to be when it gets off the truck.
And that's how they get those 0.1 mile.
Yeah, that is how they get a couple miles on it. And Dave takes them up and down the block to make sure that there's nothing weird with them, or, you know, because essentially they're coming straight out of an assembly line, going straight onto a truck and coming to our dealership. So, you know, you just want to at least step on the gas, check it out. You don't want that to be the customer's first experience with it. So, yeah, so we get them and we put them back here when they first come off the truck. So those will be all cleaned up and put away later. And now we even have a used car dealership on Bell Road. On 71st Avenue and Bell Road. So we've even moved over there, and we've got a lot going on with that as well. So yeah, I'm the general manager of both dealerships now. So it's a lot of juggling, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of juggling, but it's a lot of fun. Right now I'm in the process, and I wish I had it here. I'm decking out one of these canyons, real special. I'm getting a custom grill. I'm doing like a 4-inch lift. It's gonna have a custom back grille or a bumper. It's gonna be cool. It's not done yet, but it's gonna be one of these, but on steroids. It's gonna be one of these, but juiced up. So it's gonna be cool. No, they're real cool. They're a hot seller right now. They're brand new. It's their first generation. People are really digging those. They're neat looking and they're fun to drive as well. And then obviously we've got our courtesy shuttle over here as well. We always pick people up and take them home within a certain amount of mile radius, but you know, we always make concessions. If somebody's really in a bind, I want to make sure they get taken care of. Yeah. We also offer loaner cars for those who buy new cars and they come into service for a prolonged period of time. They have the ability to take a loaner car as well. So it's kind of a nice, yeah, it's definitely a nice service. We even do a special VIP program just for the Cancer Treatment Center for their employees that they call stakeholders there. They use that as their, but that's what that same people. Yeah. And so we do a lot where we'll pick up their car, we'll do it all, and then put it back in their parking spot. Definitely. So it's kind of a neat deal. Yeah. So that's something that my father and I came up with. Well, I was really adamant about it. I wanted to do it. I thought it'd be fun. And then over here is our delivery area. So when you buy a new or a used car, this one happens to be used, but obviously really cool. You know, a nice lifted up truck that we just sold. We just sold, not surprising. When those come in, they don't stay long. And yeah, so we just bought it, and then we got it sold almost right away. And now it's in the delivery area, and that's what this is underneath the tent. So when you come to buy your new car, you get it delivered up front here as well. It is, it's fun.
All right, Tyler, thank you for giving us a tour of your dealership. And,
hey, I appreciate you having me.
I hope everybody finds your guys' dealership as friendly and as helpful as I did, me and my family. One more time, just give me your info if you want to get a hold of the
Tyler Yates with Yates Buick GMC. Come see me on I-10 in Litchfield. Call me at 623-932-1818. 13845 West Test Drive to be exact, okay? Appreciate it. See y'all soon.
Thank you so much.